The world has seen countless innovations made. In 802, Humphrey Davy, an English chemist and inventor, produced the first electric lamp by connecting voltaic piles to charcoal electrodes, and in 1892, Thomas Edison patented the first commercial bulb. Alexander Graham Bell, well known for his invention of the telephone that was later coined as the Bell phone, in his memory. Now in Uganda, a group of former students have added their names to the list when they innovated the first non-pricking malaria testing kit. Their innovation had them noticed at an international competition. Simon tells us how it all started.
It started in 2013. In 2013 I was in my 4th year, and we have a team. We started a team of about 4. So we have 2 of them were in their 1st year. That's Brian Jita and Joshua Businge. So Brian Jita, he had an experience. Of course, when we had an experience with malaria where they had to keep on injecting him. And you know that moment when you're just seated and something just comes like, how can't we do this way? Can't they just check my blood without having to prick? So that kept on running in his mind. And then at the time, Microsoft came with a competition called Imagine Camp. And when it came, the first idea that came to his mind was like, can't we do something that can test for malaria without having to prick to get that blood sample?
This invention was a huge breakthrough into the invention world, one which also placed the country on the world map. The journey of these inventors has just started, and as they modify their prototype for commercial viability, they still have to complete the patent process, both locally and internationally. But how does this amazing invention really work?
This was our first prototype, and then of course we're using power to read that intense and so on. So when you put the blood sample, we put one here and we put one here. So here we're reading light, and then here with improvements, we thought of now starting with also trying to align those materials to concentrate them in a given region, and that way we'll have to use magnets. Magnets in the blood. No, the plasmodium properties that they live in your body are a bit magnetic. Yeah. So this is the USB for reading the data, and this is for power. So we read this data using MATLAB. It's a program we use to read the data. When we get that data, then we now have ways of interpreting it on our own. And then we are able to classify and say, this one is positive, this one is negative. So actually, from the data we get, we now move from the theory bit to the actual values we have. And then we see if they can match with the theory, or if they are different, are they consistent? And then from that we can know that we can conclusively say someone has malaria or not.
With now a number of partners and international scientists helping them to perfect the device, the group certainly sees a future for their invention and for the company that they have created.
Right now we are really focusing on having this prototype working. So right now we are trying to get permission to be able to do mass tests. If we can do maybe 5,000 tests, 6,000, 10,000 tests. And then we have different business models. For example, when we start mass production, we can look at maybe government buying equipment for maybe people, where you partner with some other people to subsidize the device for other people.
With now a number of partners and international scientists helping them to perfect the device, the group certainly sees a future for their invention and for the company that they have created. The story of these young Ugandan inventors tells us how any invention can come up, how human need leads to great innovations to overcome such challenges, but also be wary of people who are ready to snatch your idea from your hands. Every invention has got to be patented.